Well, hello. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Dead or Spud. I'm Maniacal Mac. Today's movie we're going for came out in 1996 and it's called Vampirella. The lady on the cover there, you might notice primarily from the first Mortal Kombat film back in 95. She will get the chud, just a heads up, you know what I mean? She can't not. So, yeah, I've seen her in Mortal Kombat. Might have seen her in some other stuff. I know she has been, but that's what I really know her from. But in this, you know, they made her the main role, you know what I mean? Obviously, the success of Mortal Kombat, they were going, who's that hottie, like, you know what I mean? Like, let's get her in here. Looking up on the trivia, apparently, I think it's the director said, he was either the director or the writer, one of them said they weren't happy with the end product, basically. They wanted to cast another lady or something, apparently, but the studio forced her upon them. He said he liked her as a person, but it just didn't work for the role or something like that. So he looks back at it in a negative. I haven't really, you know, heard much about this film. I'm familiar with it. I've seen it covered before. Again, like, I was obsessed with Mortal Kombat 1 and her, so seeing the cover, and I'm surprised I haven't seen it again. It might have been one of them ones I saw it when it came out and don't remember that. Often happens, you know what I mean? But, you know, she's in it. B-movie. Also, like, why should mention the actual fucking film, innit? Apparently, vampires on this version are like space vampires or something. They all come from space. Vladimir and all that shit are from space. And they've got the Helsings on Earth. They come to Earth, and you've got the Helsings taking on Vladimir space vampires. But then she's also after them for some reason. So I think she joins up with the humans, even though she's a vampire herself. If you've seen this film, what did you make of it? After my reaction, my review at the end, do you agree? Any movies to suggest? Let me know. Otherwise, let's say no more and get on to Vampirella from 1996. I'm pretty sure in the last episode it opened up with a black screen and white text, so... like, red text for that, but interesting introduction. You said 30 centuries ago or some shit then.
We vampires used to behave in...
So it's like Star Wars. Look at them, look at the way they dressed and everything. And there she is. Chud, just getting out the way with it. Chud, proper view, you know. So they're kind of like
perhaps thousands. It's no
Skywalkers and shit.
What? Father, we're civilized people. We're not monsters.
So apparently there's some civilized vampires out there in space.
What's that?
I know it's a bad comment. Is that her dad? Like, you know what I mean? It's wrong. It's wrong. I admit it's wrong, but don't lie. Would part of you go, anyone around? It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. So they've got Vlad already trapped up. Look at this. He's trolling him.
Generations, we vampires have lived in harmony with nature.
Okay, here we go then. He said for centuries they've just had like naturally warm blood rivers or some shit, and they're like, so we don't have to kill no one, you just go to the river and drink. But where's that blood coming from? Like, is the earth you're on bleeding?
Not content.
You know, do you not want to mention the fact you're massacring people like by the thousands to grind them up 4 rivers of blood? Nah. Civilized people.
What? I believe action.
Okay. This happened. Look, it's Star Wars. This is called Vampirella.
Bullshit.
Nah, so he's just fucking dead, alright?
I'm waiting.
What the fuck?
Wait. Allow me the pleasure.
Allow me the pleasure of you dying dishonorably. Why is there no blood on his fangs and just on the side of his mouth? You would have to have punctured that. Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, so she literally walks in a second they go, alright. No, please, Father, please, no!
No!
She's been watching the Italian Honours. Vlad. You know what? Well, you do know what, because you're watching Maniacal Mac. Like, I, hypothetically, saying, I would kill her father if it meant she would be coming after me, you know what I mean?
Go off.
The present, so, okay? Now we're on Earth and they've escaped, by the way, so... He just went into a closet. Oh, right, this is the Helsing thing. So their secret base is in a closet. Any metaphor there? Because, you know, you're going to have to come out of the closet, you know.
Gay! Entire crew and shuttle are doing just fine.
So some people have just come back from Mars here. This is 96. Elon Musk, is there a different timeline where he was successful back in 96? Or...
And this highly controversial photograph began searching.
So I'm guessing this is how they get to Earth, even though they were driving their way there. Is there an infection on board?
What you want?
Okay. So she's just turned up looking like this. No problem with that, you know.
The boy alone.
You don't want to mess with us?
That does look ridiculous with our suit, like, you know. That's the choice they did. Look at this. Like, why do you land on cardboard boxes and keep it in shots? Why?
I don't know.
Gee, thanks.
Look at this.
No offense.
The guy
Are
with
you some kind of...
hot babe.
What's your name?
Ella.
Katana.
My name was Ella. But that was a very...
Oh, Ella. Vampirella. Ella.
Fori.
That's why it's
My name's
Vampirella.
Fori.
Okay.
Fori Ackerman. Well, pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet ya. Touch my hand. Go on. He's never going to forget that, mate. He's never going to wash her hand again. I wouldn't. Is he bringing it back to his flat? Yo, this dude's got serious game. Wow. This nerd. Fucking respect, bro.
Respect.
Would you like someone to drink? I mean,
Would you like someone to drink?
Sorry
I
about
mean,
that.
something. It'd be like, He's got the right idea, though.
Ackerman, can you imagine what it's like to fall asleep?
Yes, call the fucking party and a binge, mate. The amount of... I've got a fucking story to tell you guys. Probably shouldn't, like, you know what I mean? But there was a time where, like, I kind of slept for 2 days and
30 centuries.
I maybe shouldn't have woken back up, put it that way. I was kind of lucky. What, his computer's plugged in? He literally just walked in. He didn't have time to plug it all up. There hasn't, like, cut away like anything else happened, and it plugged itself in?
What?
How funny would that be, though? Because he's on his computer going, oh, you know, there's this guy that sounds like you're looking for kind of thing. Like, I know all about him. Check out my computer. Opens a web browser, and it's just some, like, anime fucking porn shit. And he's like,
the supernatural.
oh, that's killed the buzz, isn't it? And she's like, yeah, that's actually fucking weirdo.
Place called Vampirella.
You can't go around like that. Why?
I don't know.
Fair play to this guy, like, straight away he's like, hey mate, she's my mate, not having no one looking at her, like, he's already, like, getting into that fucking mood, like.
Fortunately for you, I am a reason.
Look at his fucking outfit, so. And this guy's like some mafia kind of dude, like.
That. But you also have one tragic flaw.
He's saying about you don't respect the elders. Keep it in mind, though, they did say they came centuries ago, so they've had time to spread, and this is why the whole Helsing happened. But why is Vampirella only turning up now, then?
Really believes that outer space bullshit.
Yeah, that other psycho Vlad. This guy's funny.
You're not other psycho Vlad.
But, like, so they're all, like, vampires as well, and they're, like, even the main vampires don't believe in your fucking space vampiric shit, which I wouldn't believe it, but by this film's law, they're the ones who came there, so their evidence is the case. And they just shot people. Like, are they vampires? Ah, look at this, he's upside down on a cross.
I wouldn't mind having one of these in my...
What's the noises he makes? So is he a vampire? Because they were saying, like, you know, respect your elders, and yeah, so he's giving him sunlight now, so he is a vampire. Don't do it, no, please, not on my dick, no, please.
A few moments later.
All at once, Carlos, where is the fun?
Yeah, on his dick. Morbid fucker. Look at this. Well, well, well. Some kind of sex act. Where's P. Diddy? She just walks in, he's just like, I love. I love how they're giving it like a Victorian-esque Helsing. Look at this.
Are you?
Can you imagine, right? Being a professor, right? You just, after work, you're like, fuck's sake, like, this walks in, and you think that, I said this before, there's not people in the back ready to fucking rob you, you know? Especially if there's that quality. I'd literally be like this. There's no fucking way this is happening, man. So this guy used to fuck about with Vlad, and he's like, I don't anymore.
Maybe I'll let them live.
And she's saying she'll take out his current family if he don't help her. Ah, okay, look at this. I love the punch sounds like. Yeah! Ah, she didn't even fucking flinch. Ah, she just kicked him out of a window. Well, he dived out the window, but okay, she kicked him out the window. Also, like, you know, if she wanted to play rough and that, I have no problems with this, but I could never bring myself to lose to a woman. Ah, he's on a spike. So as much as he's doing this, I'll just have to, you know, show her who's boss, if you know what I mean. She just turned into a bat, I think. That was so quick. Look at this! Alright? So look at this now, like the director said, one of the main problems is she didn't have big enough boobs. Like that was basically, he was upfront about it, he was admitting it. Like, they're not bad size at all. But what, he basically wanted a woman with her tits like hanging out, like, you know what I mean? Were you making a film or a porn, dude? What were you doing? Or what was the intention?
Woohoo! You like the freaky stuff, huh? That's cool.
So what was, oh, that was a vial of blood. She's just found a vial of blood. Like, alright, so that's how she feeds herself to stop her eating humans. But how long will that last, I wonder? Again, I wouldn't make that joke of eating me, but the punctured cock is no joke.
You know what? We've all been there. You know when the baby...
What? Wait, what?
Thing is, when you quickly glance at her, like, she got red, she got a little logo in black. It's like, at a quick glance, when it's shadowed like that, it's like, is that a bush? If you're shaving, oh no, it's just a logo.
Ah, go off.
What the fuck sex game is going on here? What the fuck?
We know a lot about Vlad. What we...
Because he got garlic around him? Alright, okay, so they're interrogating him while he's in leather pants and chains, very sweaty and topless.
Fuck this.
Fuck. Did you see this? Look at this.
He's going to inject it with holy water.
What are you gonna do?
That's actually quite cool, because, you know, throwing it on them's one thing, but imagine injecting that into them, like their blood's boiling from the inside. That's fucked, actually.
Me, you have nothing.
All right, well, we got Carlos, and he knows the...
I mean, looking at this dude, this is a type of dude who's probably been hung up on his back by hooks, and has had, like,
I'm gonna count to 5.
all sorts of things inserted into him. I don't think holy water's going to bother him, to be honest. Like, you know, it's just a little prick. He's like, is that it?
Pathetic.
Ah, they've done it. Go on, then let's see that. Oh, he's like, no, I'll tell you, fuck. Right, they did bluff him good.
Needle out of my arm, man!
So he don't like needles, so he's fine with hooks and, you know, all this crazy S&M shit, but needles he draws lines at?
What? Will you give me what I read?
They said tonight only, Jaimai Blood. I think on the poster it said Jamie Blood. I'm pretty sure that was spelled differently. And is that Steven Seagal? Look like. But Vlad's a rock star now, isn't it? So, you know, don't lay low. Let's fucking... I guess he didn't know anyone was coming for him, so...
Don't ask me what I came here for.
So 96, like this ain't the 80s. I don't think it's based in the 80s. It said present day. He's like wearing lipstick and looking like a glam rock guy. He's supposed to have been on Earth for ages. Is he like living under a rock that he's in the 80s in his mind and he's like 10 years behind? What the fuck was that? Everyone just disappeared. Is that the sense of, like, I can tell? He looks fucking weird, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at that. Why are the people flashing and coming back and not there and... We'll say, whoever the singer voice is, it's not bad.
Respect.
We're getting a whole number, by the way, yeah? Fucking hell. Like, decent song, to be fair, but I'm gonna fucking forget about it by the end of the film, so what's the point? Look how ridiculous he looks, though. Fucking hell. Look at this. Oh, she's just waiting there like, you know...
What? You've hit me like a ray of moonlight, Ravenhair.
Oh, well, he's not even aware of Vampirella, is he? Because he didn't actually see her, so... To him, this is just some random woman. But being a vampire, surely you can sense each other? What the fuck? She's like... kissing him up, even though he killed her father. Oh look, they're both about to bite each other. Ah, they were about to bite each other, and then he got interrupted, like... Ah, you bitch! Ah, look at this!
Even then, I wouldn't trust you.
Cover her and put her in my transport, all of you fuck off. What's your intentions here, dude?
I don't know.
Ah, everyone's just like so twitchy around him, which is true. You'd be like, fuck man, he's gonna fucking play up again.
Does that compensate for having
So he's trying. This is Van Helsing's kid, and he's saying you had to kill your own father. So I'm guessing Van Helsing became a vampire at some point, and his own son had to kill him. Right? What? You can do mind control? Like, why didn't you just do this earlier? Well, the guy's like, "The fuck you doing? That's not on the fucking script." So he's apparently mind controlling a driver now, right? Ah, lucky. What? Did you see that sped up and just, oh, whatever. Ah, no, this is happening, alright. Ah, I'm out, I'm free!
William Shakespeare once said.
Ah, he's gonna bite him and stopped before she came out. Why don't you just bite him? Join me for a bite. Why didn't you kill him? I thought you said you weren't gonna make the mistake of keeping him alive. So
Much stronger than
she's
I
kind of like, oh, right, gonna play up to this now, pretend I'm his friend.
I've come a long way for this, Vlad. Tonight.
Ah, up there you go. She just pushed him off, alright.
Just who you think you're talking
Look at
to?
this.
Pathetic. Just who you think you're talking
He's
to?
overacting, bro. Jesus.
Bitch. I am Vlad, Dracula Eternal, the most
Really tried, didn't he,
powerful
bless him?
vampire. I will engulf you, body and soul, in my own time.
I'll engulf you body and soul in my own time, rather than just doing it there and then. Right.
Pathetic.
Nice daughter.
So you go, they're going on some serum substitute shit, alright.
I've microsized.
She said she's microsized a lifetime's supply.
But this journey.
So this is, I was going to say, why the fuck did it take her so long to get there after? Alright, then she's been preparing and all this bollocks beforehand. That explains why it took her fucking ages to turn up after. Alright.
Across the galaxy.
Here we go, a shuttle fucked up with an iron cloud or some bollocks, which is what delayed her for centuries. And she hasn't changed, she's worn the same clothes for centuries. Ugh. She was stuck on Mars for 30 centuries until Elon Musk and that went there, and that's how she got aboard the ship and came. That's the reason they made a point of it, alright. Motion detectors revived me.
I rose from a trance-like rest.
Right. What? So what makeup does she wear that lasts like for 30 centuries, or... Because I can't use the excuse she don't wash because she'd be fucking dirty as fuck anyway, but that makeup is pristine. What's she doing? She hypnotized the crew. I thought she was like Frankenstein them.
I hypnotized.
So she hypnotized the crew.
Forget about.
Pathetic.
And when the shuttle landed, she changed into a bat and
I
flew
changed into
away.
a bat
Right.
and
Okay.
flew away.
What the fuck is that guy wearing?
Gay.
My cover is blown.
That's your cover. Jesus.
Fucking embarrassment.
So I'm just gonna cut in now. He's taken a Vampirella to the base, and no, fair enough. He's explained a few things like that I was saying about earlier. Like, oh, they getting fucking killed by shots. He was like, oh, we got specialized bullets to work as stakes or some bollocks. Showing her a big gun. There's a prototype that shoots sunbeams, which they're going to end up using. So she's going to go there equipped when they try to fight them, put it that way. Guy just got knocked out. The women which had their tits out, he walked into his face, like, whatever, bang. So they're doing a swap with that one guy that they got captive. See if they're smart, they would have already turned Van Helsing, so he's a vampire, and gone, well, you're on our side now, so we do the swap, and then you can go back and infiltrate, innit?
But wait.
What the fuck is that guy wearing? Well, they're both of them wearing. Look at this. Looks like Voldo from fucking Soul Calibur. And yep, there we go. They did do the smart thing and they already turned him. It was obvious though, because when he speaks and goes, oh, you could tell he had teeth in his mouth because he's foot like this. He's got a miniature homing device in a little vial things. What?
What?
Yep, they shot. No, they turned the bats, but I think they shot the one of them.
As I said, but I could not. Salah.
So they got that. He's like, oh, you didn't tell him nothing. He's like, they didn't break me. She pulls out newspapers and like, you know, and he's like, oh, I have to tell him that though, you know. So this is the 12 they were talking about earlier. They've had their meeting with them, or like the top vampires in the world. Cool. No, so she just comes walking in, like, fair enough. Look, there she is, kicking ass. Kind of.
Fucking embarrassment.
Why are they all dressed up like gimps?
I don't know.
So apparently they're related or some shit he's trying to say now. No, no, don't take my Bibles.
I'll blow the doctor's...
She's going to force her to... But isn't he already a vampire? So just to kill him, I guess, the Adam guy. But,
Succeed.
Look at this, right? So she's like, to stop me from drinking your blood, tie me up and shit. She's perfect, bro. This guy's... She's like, don't do it, it's dangerous. He's like, fuck it, I'll take it. I'm with this guy. He's like... You know what I mean? If that's the last thing... If that's how I go out, awesome. No, look at him, like, oh my god, while you're chained at the other side of the room, which I knew was going to happen anyway.
Go on.
Nope, she's just broken free, okay? Oh, she's like, no.
Pathetic. Listen to me.
He's like, drink, take a bit from me anyway. Oh, she's drinking my blood. Weirdo. So because you drank the blood, she's gone back, and it's like, oh, okay, you did, like, actually kill him, but it's like, no, he's in a fucking cloak, we're gonna sabotage you now. Well, all these fuckers turn up conveniently, alright. Guess again, she needs him in the balls.
Guess again.
And then she gets a gun to start shooting at them, alright. So she shoots a computer out, and a laser just... What? How does that happen to a satellite? You shoot a computer and a satellite just fades away. And now this is happening, alright? Like, why did she let herself get shot?
I don't know.
Yeah. And then he just gets shot, surprise, surprise. There you go, he used his prototype weapon, and that happened, alright.
Pathetic.
Oh, here we go, they're having a showdown finally. She's headbutting him, punching him, right. Right, she's pulled out a metal pipe and just chucked that for him. Right. He seems alright about it though. And then, no way that happened because of lightning while he's holding a metal rod, alright. Alright.
Go on.
Right, so that was Vampirella from 1996. So we'll start off with the positives. I got into it straight away. I knew that the lady from Mortal Kombat was in here, so she got the chud pretty much the second she came on. She got chuds. The main bad guy, who was the vampire, was proper playing up to it. So, you know, he had a laugh or two. Positives. So to the negatives, I guess. Shit show. Nonsensical, terrible fight scenes, really awful acting all round of everyone. Jarring cuts, fucking really stupid. Storyline just, oh, this conveniently happens. Loads of that kind of shit. They kind of try to explain it, but even then there's still a lot of questions. Just really bad all round, really. Let's be fair, like, you know what I mean? I can see why the director said they want nothing to do with it. It's like, fair enough, mate, fair enough, like, you know. I don't really know what to say on this outro. You saw with the action in it, really. It's all over the shop a bit. They're from space. Then they tried to go into the whole thing where he's saying, oh, you're more linked to me than you are with Vlad. Is she? And they don't answer that question. There's a lot of that shit. They claim they were going to do a sequel, but it never happened, obviously. Like, as I said, the lady's hot, but I can see what the other guy means, because it's so scanty, the outfit. He wanted a woman with huge tits, so basically the nipples are just covered. I know what he was going for. She's taut as fuck, though, you know what I mean? So I had no problem with that. That was the best part of it, really. Yeah, you know what I mean? Is it worth watching it for them? Watch porn instead, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, you know, it's just an option. But she is hot. She's good. Kind of shit all around. You saw the reaction. I don't really need to say much. It's a dud. It's pretty obviously was going to be a dud. I think basically after about 10, 15 minutes of the film, you know. Weren't the most worst film I've ever seen, but it certainly was a pile of shit. You know, if you've seen this, what did you make of it? Is anyone who actually enjoyed this? And, you know, I said there was some campy moments and some fun in there at points, but I certainly would never watch this ever again or ever recommend it. You know, so curiosity if anyone did like it. What did you like about it? Any movies to suggest? Let me know. Otherwise, how's Vampirella from 96? I've been Maniacal Max, so thanks for joining us the next time. Peace out.
Maniacal man.